Hey everybody, Joe Vanourney, Cherry the Geek TV. We are here at the 20th annual Omaha Film Festival with Brenda Avila-Hanna, who is one of the producers of Emergent City, which is a fantastic documentary playing at this year's festival. Give people kind of an overview of the story of Emergent City.
Hi, it's great to be here. I loving this festival. It's my first time. Emergent City is a story about a neighborhood in Brooklyn called Sunset Park, and then when a new developer comes into the neighborhood, it kind of pulls the window back into what happens to the ecosystem, like literally the environment, the communities, gentrification, and just the different moving parts of what happens, right? And then kind of like what democratic processes can make in order, for a neighborhood to they can be at odds with each other, but it kind of shows the process and the messiness of kind of democracy in action.
It's kind of a fly on the wall documentary, right? There's some filmmakers would do a different approach, and there'd be talking head interviews, and we're taking this side against this side, but this is more of an observational film, and it takes place over a decade, more than a decade, right? So, talk about that process of the filmmakers filming these city council meetings and filming these rallies and just on and on, like over the years, just multiple meetings, hours and hours and hours and hours, and then having to take that footage and form it into a movie that doesn't feel like you're sitting at multiple council meetings for years.
Well, thank you for that question. There's definitely, we have an amazing editor who's also one of the directors of the film, Jay Sternberg, and we really wanted to make a film that really honor that process and that patience of showing up, but it also looks at the relationships that are also built and sometimes really put to test when this processes. So we wanted to be there for also the conversations around it's nice to have a store near my house so I don't have to go across a bridge, and just really sit with that and see how, kind of mimic the conversations we're all having in our own neighborhoods, where we have different feelings about development and how we think about these things, and to let, be able to see how people change and how spaces change, and some people get more involved and fire up, and so over the years you get to see how people get engaged and grow and go all the way from, activism all the way to becoming assembly representatives of New York. So, yeah, it's part of that.
I'm curious, because it takes place over a decade, as filmmakers, as the directors and as the producers, when do you decide? I mean, obviously the community wins. The development kind of gets stopped at the end. Spoiler alert. Is that when you decide, we're going to go in now and we're going to edit the film? This is our ending, or are there discussions along the way, okay, how are we going to do this? Are we just going to keep filming until there's a resolution? Kind of walk me through that process.
I think at the beginning it was a little bit of let's find out, let's follow these different moving parts to sort of show the process. But there was at some point, the developer wanted a rezoning. So part of it was already developed when the film started. But then when the rezoning proposal for them to expand, happened, then we're like, okay, let's just follow the road of this resolution, because if the city owns it, it's very different than if a private owner has ownership of the last waterfront space in all of New York. So that was sort of the marker for us. Whatever they decided with the rezoning was going to be the end of it.
Well, it's a wonderful movie to see democracy in action. Where can people see the film if they're not here at the festival? They want to see the film. Is it going to be at other festivals? Is it going to be on television soon?
Yeah, so hopefully it's definitely going to be in a few more festivals, but we don't have any more opportunities to watch it in any festival in Nebraska, but maybe soon. I don't know if anyone's listening, but we will definitely. The film's going to be on PBS National and the POV show in August. We don't have a definite date, but it's going to be in the fall in the new season of POV, and you can also stream it online through PBS again, in the fall when the new season's on, and there's study guides. Bring it to your classrooms, have these discussions, bring it to your city council members. That's the idea, that this film really becomes a tool for everyone trying to do better city planning.
Well, the film's called Emergent City. Look for it this fall on PBS. Brenda, thanks so much for chatting with us on Cherry the Geek TV. And check out Cherry the Geek TV for more coverage here at the 20th Annual Omaha Film Festival.